Achaste em inglês já?
Você em inglês, sim?
Ok. Eu vou dizer que sei. Estou a perceber.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am very happy because I am here with the very beautiful, very charismatic and content creator, the MOZA Mini MX here, okay? And she's great.
Hi.
Let's start exploring how the MOZA Mini S works, okay? So for that, I advise you to install the MOZA Genie app, okay? Let's turn on the MOZA. To turn on the MOZA, it's extremely simple. It's the main big button here over here. Long press to turn it on, and it's on. You can see the camera is now, it's moving smoothly. Now, you have also here a joystick that is almost like a flight panel. The first thing that we're going to do is actually connect the gimbal with the app. So let's press on the Bluetooth icon over here and press it over here. So now it's linked. Now that it's linked, you can start the recording. Okay, it's recording. You can see the button, it's square now. Stop recording. Okay, this main button has other features. For example, if you double tap, it switches to photo mode. If you press the shutter button, it takes a picture. Okay, let's press 2 times again. We are in video mode, and if you press 3 times, it goes to portrait mode. 1, 2, 3, and it switches to portrait mode. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now it has, as it is linked to the app, you have more advanced features. For example, you can personalize everything like the speed of movement, all of that. Okay, let's close that. And also you have the tracking feature. The tracking feature, you can select an area on your image, and no matter how you move, it will track as easy as so. Now, as you can see, the gimbal now it's not facing the right direction because we moved a little bit. To correct that, you have the trigger. You double tap the trigger and it goes to the standard position. The trigger also have another feature, is the lock position. If you press the trigger and lock it, you see that the gimbal is always facing the same direction. So it locks the plane. So if you want to make a travel, and the gimbal will stay in place, okay? Double tap and hold, it goes to sport mode. That means that the gimbal is a little bit faster. Now, another thing that I didn't really explain, you have additional features you can access via the app. So go to follow mode and you have 3 ways of using it. So by default it's in first mode. You can use the head pitching following. That means that it will follow up and down, left and right, like so, but it doesn't follow the yaw. So the yaw will be in place. And you, of course, you have the FPV mode. It smooths the movement, but it follows every single movement. Okay. adding pitch follow, I think it's my favorite one. And of course you have the zoom plus. You can zoom in and zoom out. You have here the tripod, and the cool thing is this connection over here, it's a standard tripod, so you can connect this in a tripod or a selfie stick that we're gonna do soon enough. There we go. It's pretty damn simple. The most exciting thing about this gimbal is that it works with your native camera app. So as it is connected via Bluetooth, I can use the My Camera app, and let's jump to video and use the button as a recording button. And this is supposed to work, but it's not working because we are filming. That's why it's not working. And hold on a minute, I made a big mistake there. If you are already linked to the gimbal via the app to use your main camera, you have to shut down everything. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna shut down the app. I will just shut down the gimbal and turn it back on. It will connect to via the Bluetooth immediately, and you can use your main camera to start recording and stop recording. What it won't work is the zoom feature. So the zoom feature won't work, unfortunately, with the native app. I think it's a Bluetooth limitation connection, but there we go. Another thing that I want to explore, it's still in a beta phase, is it has magic button over here. The magic button, I think you will like that, is it opens a menu that you can see that there is some special effects already done. So you can choose a clip. We're gonna do that, and it puts the music editing. You just have to make the shots, and it edits for you. Nicely done. Okay, and of course the cool thing is you can start the shoot something, and you can just save it as a draft and continue later. Isto que eu ia gravar aqui, espetáculo. There we go. You have any questions? You have any questions? Comments. And there you go. Pretty damn basic.
Mas posso virar isso para mim?
Sim. Down here you have the selfie camera. Okay, you can press to change the cameras, and of course the tracking will work with face tracking. Let me just point at Bri, select the tracking feature, select her face, and press record. And now she can move around, and the gimbal will try to follow her. And now she can move around, and the gimbal will try to follow her. And now she can move around, and the gimbal will try to follow her.
Selfish.
Cool feature.
Yeah.
Do you have any feedback that you want to say to...
Em português? O Gimbal é muito fixe. Uma pessoa que queira filmar sozinho ou que não tenha ninguém para a filmar, é sempre uma mais-valia ter o Gimbal. E este aqui em particular é fixe porque, pela todas as componentes que tem, nomeadamente tocar neste botãozinho que não sei o nome.
Trigger.
Ok. E focar diretamente na cara, ou seja, uma pessoa egocêntrica tipo eu. Não, estou a brincar, mas essa funcionalidade específica é muito fixe. Depois tem a parte de ir para cima, ir para baixo, que é o contrário, não gostei, digo desde já, mas sim, também é fixe, podemos estar só com uma mão a mexer e filmar-nos, portanto, à partida, estou muito contente com o Gimbal.
Agora, os senhores é capaz de tirarem uma foto?
Sim.
Outro ponto do aspecto positivo é o facto de ele ser bastante leve, por isso, mesmo com uma mão vocês conseguem fazer tudo, segurar. Sei de outros gimbals que são super pesados e depois ainda com o telemóvel fica mesmo muito pesado. Este aqui gostei bastante.
Quanto é que achas que ele custa?
200 euros? Não
Menos.
sei, menos? 190?
Menos.
Menos! 120?
Menos.
Oh. 80?
89 euros.
Oh.
Links on the Amazon down below as well. Now then, I have to explain other things, other negative and positive. And this is my opinion, so Brigite was really nice to work with me, but I have other few points that I want to add in the good and bad list, okay? The first thing is that the app is extremely user-friendly. I just explained the basic to Bri, as you could see on the video, and she immediately picked up the gimbal, used the app, and lock exposure, use the tracking feature really easily and really simple, like that. Another thing that is quite impressive is how a small thing like this can hold that much battery. I tried to distribute the weight on the arm the best as possible. That will save a lot of battery, but this battery goes on and on and on. Now, a bad thing is that was the magic menu using in vertical mode. Yes, it's still in beta, but I would like to see an update to fix that, because we live in a world of Instagram and vertical content, okay? Now, another thing that I want to talk about is the movement limitations that me and Bri was facing during the recording of that video. For example, when you do the triple tap on the power button in vertical mode, it sometimes hit the arm next here to the phone, because this space over here, it's very, very short. Another thing as well is when you put your gimbal on the phone, try to push it up so it will avoid hitting this part of this motor over here. Another problem with the movement is we tried the best as we can use a selfie stick on this extension here. So I imagine that if you use a tripod you won't have that problem, but I wanted to use this as a crane and do cool movements like that, but it was extremely difficult because of the limitations of this arm. So, could they fix these limitations? They already did, and they already did with the other gimbals. For example, I have here the MOZA Mini S, and it doesn't have that problem. It doesn't have that problem because, as you can see, the arm, it stands a lot from the phone. But that added another problem. It added the problem that, especially in wide angles or even normal view angles, you had the risk of the arm getting in the view of your camera. That is not the best thing. So they listened to the feedback that we gave them, but it added another problem, fixing another problem. Another thing that it's a bit annoying as well, the only thing that tries to explain what is the top part of the grip is this sticker over here. If I remove the sticker, because it's an ugly sticker, I don't know which part it's up, which part it's down. Another thing that I didn't really like, when you are filming in selfie mode to yourself, the camera will record a mirrored image. Yeah, if you want to show some text or something like that, it's a little bit strange. So usually when you are filming in selfie, you want to see a mirrored image, usually in post-processing, saving on the memory, they flip the image, and it's not happening here. Just use the selfie camera on your native camera app that came with your phone. You are good to go. I don't think that you will have that problem. You have to test it on your phone. Now, another thing, there is a magic button that you can do this to start recording or stop recording or whatever. I would really prefer to use a voice command or something like that. I think it would be better than actually hand gestures and stuff like that. I don't like it. Usually when the gimbal corrects itself, it corrects one axis at a time. This one finally they figure out that they could correct both of them at the same time. So I'm gonna push to the left a little bit, push down way too much, okay? If I do double trigger to reset the position, you can see that it's correcting both axes at the same time. It doesn't look like much, but for me, I was asking that a lot, and finally it's showing up in this gimbal. Another thing that I really like as well is the time-lapse feature on this gimbal. It's a really good one, really simple, and if you want to get even better time lapses than what you have here on the app of MOZA, I have a video explaining how to do it. So about the gimbal, when you try to move with it and try to bend a little bit your knees and move, try to be smooth as well, because this thing won't be doing any miracles, okay? So even the big gimbals, you have to be careful, okay? This one is the same thing, not just just be gentle and you will have beautiful, smooth images. So everyone, thank you very much to watch this video. It's not a video tutorial, video review. And thank you very much to Bri to be here and help to evaluate a little bit the gimbal. Check out Bri, links on her social media will be on the description. And there we go. So everyone, drop a like if you learned something, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. I am Miguel.
Bye!
Say your name.
Ah!
I am Miguel.
And Brigite.
See ya.